and this one here.
That was great. I got a lot out of that. Thank you.
Perfect, no worries. Let's
And this
quickly
is
go over SF. SF is very similar laning wise in the sense, in the sense that you need to farm a lot, like you need to focus a lot on farming. But unlike Invoker, SF is not going to TP in as a like if your team is being ganked, if your team is being dived under the tower, SF is not going to TP in. He's not going to be able to do anything. That's nice.
I started off at the start, I almost had a kill on Pudge, and then once he got that cloak and the wand, he landed a few nice hooks on me, and then I really started to become scared of him. He was much better than me in the lane. At a high skill level, or just generally speaking of Dota played properly, how should a Shadow Fiend rack up against the Pudge? Is that a good lane for Shadow Fiend?
Yeah, SF should win. With Pudge, doesn't matter what hero, unless it's like a elusive hero with a cop or a puck or something like that, an elusive one. Pudge will win the lane easily if he hooks you.
Thank you.
So let's say if it's Shadow Fiend, it doesn't matter if you're getting perfect CS. If he hooks you and he hooks you under the tower, you're dead. You don't escape that. So your focus is you want to put a ward down here. When I ask your team, can you please put a ward on this high ground? And you
So
just
we can't play in the dark?
Yeah, don't play in the dark. Yeah, definitely. If that doesn't happen right now, what you should do is just buy a ward and go put it here. Or if you think Pudge is going to see it, then put it here. Or, put it here until you reach an MMR where people start rewarding it, and then you want to put it here on your side. The Pudge is coming in way too close. Just slap him.
That's something I try to do a lot when I'm playing Shadow Fiend, is get the wave early up onto the steps and then hit them as they're coming up.
Let's start from the beginning.
He gets a much better block than me.
Again, the same thing. Yeah, no, it's fine. Block is fine. Same thing. You want to right click him right now so that these three creeps come up here for the early first few levels. SF is obviously weaker than anybody else on the map. He doesn't have any damage, so you want easy CS right now. It's good that this Pudge is not contesting, because if I was him, I would be up in your face right now. I would not let you CS or even take a single last hit. You got 500, 560 health. He's got 700 health, and on top of that, he's got rot. So he should definitely be not letting you farm or harassing you a lot. So the only thing you can do right now is right click him, move the creeps back, and get those easy 3-4 CS until you have like 6, 7, 8 souls or something like that. So you have a lot of damage, and then you can start right clicking Pudge. And wow, that is not so good. See, this is dangerous. Right now, if he has hook, he doesn't have hook, obviously, because you know right now he doesn't have hook. But if this was level 2, he could have actually hooked you under the tower. Right now, you see, you are already level 2. If he was level 2, he could have actually hooked you under the tower, turned on rot, made you slow, and maybe not kill you, but made your life quite miserable for the rest of like the minute or so.
Rot's just been buffed in this patch too.
This next patch?
Yeah, this one. It's from 27 to 30%, I think.
Slow?
Yeah.
It's already. Oh, okay. This is probably showing me because it's. It was.
This game was from this afternoon, only a couple hours ago.
It was 30% before as well, but it was 30% at level 4. It was like, I think 20, 24. It was like it's scaled, and then the previous patch they just made it 27, which is stronger in the early levels but weaker in the later levels. So now they.
First blood.
Okay. See that hook under the tower? That should not happen. You should not let him, especially when you have vision of him. You should always be careful where this guy is. Skill build is perfect so far. You could work a little bit more on your last hits. On the free farm lane, you should be. Again, this comes down to watching the range creeps, see where the range creep is. Did you just use your skills to harass him? Okay.
I think I was trying to harass and take the creeps because I knew my bottle was coming.
You use 2 of your spells just to get the range creep and get some harassing. So right now you could have used the what's it called? With this one, second one, W.
Yeah.
To get this CS and harass Pudge at the same time, but you missed that CS and this one as well. So that's not good. You only want to use these skills to last hit plus harass. Or if you think that you're going to miss that last hit 100%, then yeah, okay, use it.
Is that aggro fine then, or?
Yeah, this is fine what you just did. I was just about to comment on that. Yeah, like this. You would have missed this range creep, for sure. 100% you would have missed it. There's no way you're going to go up here and take this, because if you do that, your Pudge is going to come and start harassing you. So this is perfect what you did, but this is not. The second one is definitely not good. You should have used Q here, because you would have actually maybe gotten 2, maybe 3. These 2, you would have gotten these 2, and you would have. Oh god, this is too bad. Right, you get this one. Pudge is obviously not up in the air, but right now, if you used Q, you would have gotten both of these last hits, and you would have harassed Pudge. But instead, you only harassed Pudge. So that's not ideal. Obviously, these are none of these are major mistakes. These are just like small efficiency things that you should be keeping. Oh god, you should not. Keep an eye out on Pudge. Keep an eye out on the enemy. Where is he? What is he doing? Yeah, obviously.
I remember being quite shocked by that hook because I thought it was really close. I thought I was in line with the creep wave. I didn't think he would go past that.
I got hooked today, and I thought that shouldn't have lasted either because I was just right next to the creep, but I did. So I know what you feel, how you feel. But have you ever played Pudge mid? Do you play Pudge a lot?
Little bits, just no more than anyone else. You know, everyone sort of plays him a little bit.
I play a lot,
but I've never been a massive Pudge player.
All the Pudge is thinking is, where can I stand to get an angle to get a hook? That's all he's thinking. So you need to think ahead of him and not let him get that angle. Also, small mistake here. If you use spells to damage the enemy under the tower does not aggro you. But if you right click under the tower, then the tower aggroes you. So the first thing you did was right, that you used your Q. You use your Q and Pudge starts going back. Then you go back here, then you use your W and you kill Pudge. Easily. He died.
That was a bit of a panic spam. I got hooked, thought I was dead,
I could see that. I'm not gonna like take points off you for that. That's panic is panic, it happens.
My idea here is that if he does hook me again under the tower, I want some burst healing to trade with him because I was paranoid it was going to happen again. Is that an alright decision, or should I have not?
One would have been fine because there is a 5-second cooldown on fairy fires, so you're not going to be able to use 2 of them in quick succession.
I think this was the game where I discovered fairy fire has a cooldown from that happening.
Also, I think much better than fairy fire would have been boots, because Pudge obviously slows you a lot with his rot. So what you want is to run away quickly. Because if he hooks you under the tower or wherever he hooks you, he's used his hook, so you can actually run away from him. And you should take this range creep. Yo, give you some extra damage. Okay, so you do come here. Mistake, big mistake. You see the timer is about to, it's stacking time. Should have stacked and then used the spells. Okay, I think we can skip ahead now. Past the laning stage.
A big thing that I really want
Look
to
at this.
sort of learn about this game in particular is itemization. I felt like my farm, I'm not sure if it was this game, but I felt like if I bought different things, I might have been able to do a lot more. Because I really felt helpless at some points in this game. Like later on in the game, obviously.
What did you make?
I think I went...
So, this game, I
think I got a-
definitely, first item, I would have gone Silver Edge, straight up, after upgrade of boots. And for boots, I would have gone phase boots. Would have gone phase boots into Silver Edge. And the reason why I would have gone Silver Edge is because Bristleback, a huge issue. Silver Edge completely counters him. Juggernaut, you use Silver Edge, he doesn't crit anymore. Pudge, you use Silver Edge, it disables Flesh Heap, which is a lot of magic resist and strength bonus.
Ironically, I think this was one of the first games that I've ever not gone Shadow Blade on, so that's a really silly. I'm not even sure why I didn't buy it.
And after Silver Edge, I would have probably gone BKB or either BKB or straight into Skadi. Reason why I would have gone into Skadi is because even with the BKB, the Bane, it depends on who the Bane is targeting. If you feel the Bane is targeting you a lot, and BKB doesn't help you. Oh well, I don't know. It
Sometimes,
depends on the game. Let's see.
sometimes with Shadow Fiend, I feel like I buy a BKB because say I'll see the enemy will have, say they'll have a CM and a Timbersaw or something, so I'll go, oh, I need a BKB, and I'll buy one on Shadow Fiend, but then...
Timber is pure damage.
Oh, no, let's say some Earthshaker then.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let's say I'll buy a BKB and then I'll feel incredibly underwhelming in like my right clicks and just everything about me, and I'll feel like even though they have really strong magic damage, it's not being used on me, and I've just wasted a lot of gold.
Actually, I would not go BKB this game at all. The reason is Juggernaut does not go. Everything goes through BKB. Like his Omni Slash, his physical damage doesn't help. Pudge ult goes through BKB. Hook is pure damage. This guy, his quills are physical damage. Bane ult goes through BKB. You don't get damage, but it still counts you. Really, it's just the silencer, and just for silencer, you're not gonna go BKB. So I think Scotty is definitely after Shadowblade. Sorry, Silver Edge. Scotty. And think about your choice of boots always. You need to run away from Pudge, who's slowing you. You need to run away from Juggernaut, who when he spins. You need to run away from Bristleback when he throws his quills on you. So there's a lot of things you need to, and also Silencer, his first spell slows you. There's not a lot of running away that you need to do, so you definitely need phase boots here.
Tower deserves just as much help as bottom.
That's good to know. I've never even thought about that. That's really good to have that to consider.
Yeah, like you wanna think about why you buy your boots, because what does Treads do? Treads gives you attack speed, and it gives you health, depending on what you put it on. So if there's a lot of burst damage on the enemy team, then you want to go strength treads. But if there isn't, or if you need to run away a lot, if there's a lot of slows, so like a Venomancer or something, or like this lineup, perfect for phase boots, or even like TP boots. But maybe not first item TP boots.
I think from now, during the start of a ranked game when heroes are being picked, I'm gonna, every time a hero is picked, think about what that hero is gonna actually do in the game.
Absolutely. Okay, so you go SNY. SNY is good as well. Again, it's the same thing. It gives you more movement speed. Although you should have gone Yasha first. Always go Yasha first, unless you're a strength hero and you. Nah, always go Yasha first. Doesn't matter. Always
Good to know. Good to know.
Unless you feel like there's a Zeus or something and you have a worry about being bursted down and then extra strength will help you.
So really, in this game, I wasted all that time farming, all that time buying items for a BKB that gave me absolutely nothing.
Yeah, BKB doesn't give you anything this game. Apart from getting out of Silencer's silence, but you're a right clicker. You don't care about being silenced. You don't mind being silenced for that extra 5 seconds. You can use your spells afterwards.
This ain't how I pictured it.
Alright. So you went for what's your item build? You went for a BKB into Badeless. You've got a lot of damage on your team. You've got
At this point, Pudge has a lot of kills and a lot of strength. Like, he was very tanky.
yeah. So you need
I
Silver
felt-
Edge.
Which, I didn't even think about that. I for some reason I didn't even realize that that's a passive.
You guys lost, I think.
Yeah,
You
we got
mega creeps. It's
beaten.
over anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a quick tip on SF on what to do with him. Create lobby failed. Game client out of date 6.866 or whatever it is.
Had I have not built BKB and had I have gone Silver Edge into something else, do you think we could have won that?
I don't know. I didn't watch the full game, but I do think that BKB was a waste of gold. Where's here it is. Whenever you play SF, you want to obviously focus heavily on farming. Okay. You want to focus heavily on farming. And when it comes to farming, real quick.
Welcome to Dota. I'll pick.
I come for souls.
Alright. What's
Prepare for
the
battle.
spawn creeps? There we go. So, okay, so you're normally gonna have a rune, and then you're gonna start blocking at this point. I don't know if the enemy, alright, at this point. So you only need to block a little bit. And now, let's say the enemy is harassing you, so there's no enemy, so I can't actually pull the creeps back. Well, there. Alright. This one. Right. So you need a little more level, few more levels to be able to show you.
30 seconds to battle.
Oh, okay, because the timer is going back. Okay.
This ain't no snowball fight.
Well, that's just not fair. He just runs back into me.
First blood.
My first soul is more
Okay, let's say. Yeah, you've now got 3 points in Shadow Rays. And the timer is 32 and the creeps are right here. So now what you're gonna do is 37. You're just gonna nuke the wave, clear it out, and it takes about 6 seconds, 7 seconds to get from here to here. You wanna stand up here. 55, pull the creeps. Actually, you don't need to wait till level 5 to do this. You start doing this from early on, but you can only clear those camps once you have like 3 or 4 levels in Shadow Race. Let's wait till the next time.
I occasionally do this when I'm on the Radiant team and I'm winning the lane and I can push it out.
Okay, you
But
can do
what
this.
do I do on the Dire? Which camp
Yeah,
do I?
I'll show you that as well. It's actually better on Dire.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome.
It
I
takes
always.
It takes okay, so 35 here, and I start walking back. Let's see how long it takes to get here. So it takes about 10, 11, 12 seconds. You want to get here by 53. You want to start walking here. Oh shit! I pulled it too early. So you pull this at 53, and it takes about 12 seconds to get here. I did not stack this, did I? God damn it! I pulled it 2 seconds too early. I actually made a little bit of a mistake as well, because when it's rune time, then you want to pull this camp, because you pull this camp and then you go here, get the rune. So let's say you pull the camp and you just start walking up here. Obviously it's not gonna stack, but you start walking up here and you might be like 3, 4, 5 seconds late for the rune, but maybe if you have a ward here, you can scout out if somebody's coming to the rune, or you can ask one of your teammates to come and help you. Yeah, you always want to be doing this. Always want to be doing this. As SF or as Lina or as any hero, pop or any mid hero who can clear out waves. Always do this. And let's show you on Radiant side. Obviously, we're gonna miss this one, but so if I hit him a lot, does he start coming towards me or what? No. Okay, so this is the not the next creep wave. This creep wave you don't need to nuke out. Next creep wave you nuke it out. Right, next creep wave is here. So let's say we are Dire, and the creep wave that's going to be coming is Radiant. So you nuke it out, and then you start walking up. I think it takes about 6 seconds to get to this camp as well. Now, slight difference. The reason why Dire is better is because this is a large camp that you're stacking, and normally you're not going to be able to stack it with just you might not get in time here to stack, but what you can do is eat out this tree and eat out this tree, and then you will definitely have you'll be able to get here in time. And if you're slightly slowed down, then you can actually nuke this from this from range and stack it. And the second camp you can actually stack. Once you have this stack, you can actually start stacking really early in Dire, like even at level 2 or level 3. You stack this camp, and then you can actually get it here in time as well to stack this camp. Again, for this camp as well, you're going to need to eat these 2 trees so that you have vision of the camp. And this is also, I think it's 55. Let's see, I think it's 55. I'm sure it's 55.